In the meantime, all new at 5 tonight, a monumental pivot means the Washington Wizards and Capitals are staying put at least until 2050. Monumental signed a deal with D.C. for $515 million over 3 years.
Right. So what does that mean for the people who live in the district? Well, Ardelia Gonsalves is live outside of the Cap One Arena in Chinatown with what people stand to gain and to lose.
Yeah, indeed. Let's talk about dollars first. I know a lot of folks see that price tag, $515 million, and also they know we're facing a tough budget this year, but this money is coming from a different pool, right? Explain that to us.
That is right. Even though the mayor has said it's going to be a very tight year coming up in fiscal 25, there are going to be cuts. I can tell you, rest assured, that this is coming from a different pool of money. So the $515 million deal that they're striking to keep Monumental and the arena here is coming out of the capital budget. That pays for city buildings, completely separate than the operating budget, which pays for things like schools, libraries, and city services. But no doubt the mayor had to put much more than just money on the table to keep Monumental here in the district. And while the mayor's office tells me they're still working to finalize the details, here's what we know is in the offer right now. An extra 200,000 square feet of space by absorbing the nearby Gallery Place building, a new Wizards practice facility, 17 dedicated police officers 2 hours before, 2 hours after every game, ability to close off F Street 2 hours before a game, and an area specifically for rideshare drivers. And get this, what Monumental describes as, quote, better logistics around the arena for more efficient operations. So what does that mean? Well, it means getting rid of a streetery that sits right across from the loading dock on 6th Street. We stopped by to talk to diners at Daikea to get their reactions.
If this strip wasn't out here, we would have just been, we wouldn't have been able to go.
Because it's just so small in there.
From the city's point of view, I mean, they're obviously going to make a lot more money off of this than they are going to from something like this, you know what I mean? So from their point of view, but I don't know why they're mutually exclusive.
I think there's other areas that they could have compromised, and they might not have thought about how this could have affected this restaurant.
Okay, so we're back here live on 6th Street, and we are actually right in front of that streetery, and you can really see it is in the shadow of Capital One Arena, the loading dock just right across the street. And even though those big rigs have made their way around into the loading dock for the past several years since the streetery's been here, certainly Ted Leonsis and folks over at Monumental believe if the streetery was gone, it would make operations a bit more efficient. Now, I stopped by the restaurant earlier. I was told all the managers were in a meeting, and I'm hoping to hear back from them. But listen, everyone is thinking about this money, so let's get back to that. You know, I'm told that the city is using this are paying for this, rather, I would say, by using obligation bonds. And that is a pretty typical thing that the city does to purchase these large projects such as these buildings and Monumental and this arena as well. The obligation bonds will be paid back through taxes and revenue, I'm told. Typically, we got to pay that back in about 20 to 30 years. For now, we're live here in Chinatown. Delia Gonsalves, USA 9.
Yeah, so you're talking about a lot of big plans here. We know the mayor launched that Chinatown task force earlier this year, and a lot of our neighbors are hoping to be part of this discussion as they talk about revitalizing this area.
Well, and to your point, we have the time to pay back those loans, given the loan lease we've got in front of us. Steve, thank you so much.